I'm the Barefoot Mama, and today I'm going to show you how to make dish soap from simple ingredients that you have in your home, or if you don't have them, that's okay. You can always run to your local store, grocery store, and find them there. So today you're going to need a few things to get started. We're going to be using lemon essential oils. You don't have to use essential oils, I just want that scent of lemon. Vegetable glycerin. Now I got this at the natural food store. The Phil Naphtha soap bar, you can get this at your traditional grocery store. 2 cups of water and distilled white vinegar. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so it says that you can grate the Phil Naphtha soap bar. I found that I just got a really sharp knife and I was able to just like crumble it, and it's really all you need. You can also actually, if you don't have one that just flakes like this, you can use the blender. That's another option to grate it up. Otherwise, just use a regular box grater like this one here. So you're only going to need about a 1/4 cup of the grated soap mixture. I'm just actually going to fill up my 1/4 cup measurer here with the... Yes, I forgive you.
Now, what are you doing?
I'm making soap. Dish soap.
Just...
Now this makes a pretty small batch from what I understand, so I may go back and make an additional batch because we go through soap pretty quickly and I don't want to have to make it regularly. You're just going to use a saucepan on the stove, put your soap mixture in the pot, and you're going to add 2 cups of water.
Mom, I'm gonna go get a bowl so you can add 2 cups of water.
Now you're going to want to place your stovetop heat to medium, and we're going to stir the mixture until the soap has melted into the water. We don't want the mixture to come to a boil. So we'll just stir this until it melts. You can see the flakes in there, so when that gets all smooth and all blended together here, melted together, then we can proceed to the next step. Okay, so the thing about this recipe that I really liked is I had most of the ingredients on hand, and this specific recipe, and I will leave a link in the comments below to where I found this recipe thanks to Pinterest. She liked this version because it had great grease fighting agents in it, and she found that her dishes were really clean versus a soap that may not get sudsy, but it, you know, wouldn't clean the grease off of her. Wouldn't clean the grease off her dishes. So I'm excited to give this one a try because I ran out of dish soap this morning and I kind of need to finish doing hand washing my dishes. So we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so we've been at it here for a few minutes now. It is starting to melt the soap chunks, and we're almost where we want to be. It is starting to bubble up a little bit, so there is some sud content to this soap, which I didn't realize, which is fine. I'm good with that. I actually like seeing sudsy bubbles when I'm washing dishes, so hopefully the bubbles will stick around. So we're just going to finish stirring this here and getting these last few chunks melted, and then I will come back and show you the next step.
Just be happy. Take your happy face off the phone.
Alright, so all of the little chunks are for the most part melted. I think there is a couple pieces left that will melt, but this has to be pulled off heat and let it cool for a few minutes before we can add the glycerin and the vinegar. So I'm going to let it cool for about 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and then we will do the next step. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes and I am going to add the glycerin, the vegetable glycerin, and the distilled white vinegar. It's 1 to 2 tablespoons of the 1 to 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar. Oh wow, that's interesting. I need it more white. So I'm gonna do 2, and then don't. And then it calls for 1 tablespoon of vegetable glycerin. What?
Daddy, can you help me?
Okay, I'll help you in a second.
Okay. I can't get my way.
Okay, so I'm gonna mix that together. Okay, so I just added the glycerin and the vinegar. The color didn't really change at all. It maybe might be actually a little bit whiter. The vinegar, when I added the vinegar, it made it kind of like a creamy white when I poured it in. The vegetable glycerin is an optional ingredient. The purpose of adding it to the dish soap is to help thicken the soap up. Otherwise it's going to be more watery. I prefer to have my dish soap thicker so it lasts a little bit longer. I'm one of those soap people who kind of use a lot of soap. Might be a cleanliness thing, I'm not really sure. But so that is an optional ingredient. After you add the vinegar and the glycerin in, you're going to want to use your essential oils. If you're going to add them at this time. Probably about 10 drops, give or take. Depending on the essential oil, you may actually choose to only use 5 drops. The recipe does call for 5. Just depends on how strong you want your scent. So use at your discretion. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the essential oils now, and then get this finished getting it stirred up, and then we will be pouring it into our mason jar. Using Melaleuca lemon pure essential oils today. That's just what I have on hand. You can use any essential oil that you have on hand, whether that be doTERRA, Young Living, or any of the numerous other brands out there. This is just what I have on hand today. I'm gonna go ahead and add this in. It's an optional ingredient, like I said, but it also gives it a cleaning. 5, that might have been 7. That's okay, I like the lemon scent. But actually will not only give you a fresh boost of scent, but also of cleaning power with that essential oil in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this together. So it's a pretty basic recipe, honestly. Pretty easy. The longest part is just waiting for the soap to melt. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into the mason jar that it's going to be stored in. I have this mason jar on hand. We do a lot of canning, so I'm just gonna be using this. And I actually got this off of Amazon. It is a mason jar lid that has the soap dispenser on the top, which I thought would be great for easy access to the soap. I think, well, we'll try it without a funnel, but I think I might end up getting a funnel before this in. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, that smells good. You guys, it smells so good. How blurry. So, I didn't have any smaller size jars, so I am using this size here, the quart size. I probably will make a couple more batches. I bet you another batch at least will fill this jar up, because I don't really want a half batch. I want the jar to be full. That's just my OCD. Anyway, so yeah, it was really simple to make, you guys, and I know you guys can make this at home too. So I'm gonna, over the next few days, use it, and I will let you know how the recipe worked out for me. But make sure you guys check out the link down below and try this recipe at home for yourselves, and hopefully you guys have good success with it. Alright, so I've got my finished product here. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to future videos. And we'll catch you on the next video. Bye guys.